So this is John, and you've already heard the question, what do you think happens after this life? So what's your...
well, is the question, what do I think or what do I know?
Well, I'd be the first to say I don't think we can know for sure. We can't prove anything. So it's kind of a think or believe. What do you believe happens after this life?
I go back and forth. I think that I'm an academic, and academics are very skeptical just by their profession. But I'm aware that it's my profession that makes me skeptical and not anything that's out there.
That's good to be aware of that. I'm going to push this a little closer to you because you're a little soft-spoken. So.
I had a very religious upbringing, and then I was out around for a while, and then I kind of came back. And I think my trajectory is really pretty common in that regard. I have entertained the possibility that there's nothing, and I find I really can't live with that with any sense of comfort. So I've kind of said, well, I'm not going to actively work on that.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of actively work on the other way, but I understand that that's a decision that I'm making.
So almost to ignore the conversation or the voices that say there is nothing and try to give your attention.
Yeah, it's sort of that. Yeah, it's sort of that way. It's kind of a decision because I know I'm not going to know anything, and I know nobody else knows anything. So there's kind of nobody to go and ask about this. I think a person has to be with the kinds of people that you want to be. If you want to believe in afterlife, you have to be around people who believe in the afterlife because it's too hard to do by yourself.
That's a very good observation.
Well, it's just an experience.
Yeah.
And being out there all by yourself, you learn nothing.
Yeah. So we kind of gravitate towards what we want to believe, and people help us to strengthen that.
Well, no, I don't think that I want to believe. It's that I cannot function well in a world which is going to end at nothing.
Yeah.
I just can't do that well. I can't work well. I can't be reasonably happy. But and so I sort of just rejected that possibility and looked at all of the things that are arguments from the other side and tried to give them more attention.
Yeah.
I don't go to church as much as I would like to in some ways because I've never, with exception of some monasteries, and I'm going to vespers down the street in a few minutes, I really haven't found churches that have the kind of community that I've found in certain other parts of my life.
Yeah.
And I really regret that. There are some around. I mean, the All Saints Anti-Action Orthodox over on the west side is a wonderful community. But it hasn't quite worked for me. It worked for my wife wonderfully.
What was your background growing up?
I'm Roman Catholic.
And when you say you're an academic, was that by profession?
Yeah. I'm a medievalist, so I'm kind of into. I taught medieval history for many years. And I'm kind of my scholarship is Roman Catholicism, so it all works together.
On the college level, or
yeah. Interesting. I still do teach, but I'm not full time anymore.
Do what?
I still teach, but I'm not full time anymore.
Oh, okay. Would you say you believe in the Christian God, that's presented in the Bible, or
who cares what I think? I think God is very different in the reality. I mean, Christianity says that, but I think it's very different in reality if it's there than any sort of vocabulary that we use. I mean, that's all historically determined. pretty old. Some of the language they use is pretty old, and I like that. But there's nothing in Christianity or Buddhism or what have you that can't be explained by human activities, but it can also be explained by divine activity.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. Have you read the Bible very much?
Yeah, for Catholic, I know the Bible pretty well.
What would you say is the basic problem of humanity?
Basic problem?
Yeah. Like a story or a narrative has a problem or a difficulty, and then there's a solution, or a struggle and then a solution. What
well,
do you think?
I think there's a famous saying that Christianity, the problem with Christianity has never been tried.
Christianity's what?
Never been tried. And I do think if Christianity had been tried, we might have a really good world. I mean, because I'm a historian, I do sort of, know stuff about the past, or believe certain things about the past, probably educated. People made a lot of decisions that were selfish and greedy and power hungry, and a lot of that got us to the collapse of the Roman Empire and things of that sort.
Yeah.
And
Crusades.
Exactly. And every time that happens, we get into more trouble, it seems to me. And that's what Christianity says. It really says, love everybody, love your neighbor, love your enemy. I think if that got around, we'd be okay. Yeah. The problem is it's a fallen world, and that I don't have any problem with at all. And that's not, one of the ambiguities about Christianity, particularly, and I think I like Christianity because it takes account of a lot of things. Is that on the one hand, salvation has come, and on the other hand, it's still to come.
Yeah.
So you have this ambiguity of understanding of what the world could be and seeing that people decided not to do it that way.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, there's a promise that, it may be okay.
How would you define salvation? As far as what's your idea of what that means?
Well, I would just give the Christian answer to that. I think.
Maybe so. Your understanding of what the Christian answer or the biblical answer
is? My understanding is that to paraphrase, God so loved the world that He sent His Son to die, innocent, which in some way took all the guilt and the sin. That's gone. And anyone who believes that, however you manage to do that, is saved. It is to say you will live eternally in a happy state. Now, I have a lot of problems with that issue, kind of backtracking a little bit. I don't think I deserve a happy state.
No.
I think I deserve a coffee shop, and trying to do well, but the idea that I can live with the kind of wealth and leisure and comfort that I have while people are out there leading awful lives, even here in Chicago, I have a real problem with that.
Yeah.
I don't really think about it much.
Do you think it's you don't deserve it because of anything you've done or anything you just neglected to do, or you're no more special than anyone else?
In some ways, I'm a bourgeois person in the sense that I say, well, I'm not a bad person. I haven't done terrible things. I have done some. But I think part of the story is just as we are going to see things differently afterwards, I think we'll see what we did differently afterwards too. And that's what the judgment is all about. You decide to forget things and you decide to minimize things, and I let the world go on with my fat pension and let them starve, and I'm I know all the problems with that. You know, I give them all my money, they're still going to stop. But those are the problems of the world, I think.
Yeah.
The inequalities that we've allowed to. And I'm not much of a liberal, really. But the inequalities that we've allowed to grow up because of decisions over a long period of time. That'd be very difficult to say.
Yeah. When that verse that you quoted, that God so loved the world, it says that so none shall perish, but shall have everlasting life. What do you think that means to perish?
Well, I got to go at this point. There's some even Christian thought that there's no hell of everlasting punishment. There's just an end. Because God is rejected, and God is life, and God is love, and so you get the perish needs to not happen.
Yeah, I think that's called annihilationism or something.
Well,
that we just cease to exist. Yeah.
But I understand too with this story, and make this one comment, and I got to go. Is hell has a long tradition in late Judaism and Christianity, and we just don't like it very much. We don't think we deserve it, and that doesn't have anything to do with what might be there. You know, that's just an attitude. You know.
Well, I mean, if there is such a thing as hell, which I do believe there is, I think the Bible's pretty clear, but it's not supposed to be something that we want or like, you know, I mean, or even feel comfortable talking about, you know. So I think people have good reason for not, you know, wanting to believe in it, or, you know, we wouldn't wish it for ourselves or anybody else, you know. And we want to believe, you know, there's that how can a loving God allow people or send people to punish people forever?
Why didn't people send sucks?
Yeah.
I really don't know. Sorry.
I appreciate the conversation. So.